What's up, guys? C4 back again for another video. Today I'm going to be doing my predictions for HCS Orlando. We're going to be talking about which teams are going to make it out of Open, and I'm going to give you my predictions for pool play. We don't have the bracket yet, so we can't do that, but make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like this video. Help me out here, trying to get to that 1,000 subs, and I'm going to be doing a vlog video for Orlando. And in that video, I'll give details on an exclusive giveaway. Most likely, I'm going to do a stream where I do the giveaway because YouTube's a little bit more complicated with giveaways. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be giving away exclusive merch from HCS Orlando. But let's jump into this video. Let's break down these predictions that I've come up with. Now, starting off with the open bracket, one team that I didn't originally have on my list was Shopify Rebellion. They have been kicking ass as of late. They did a lot of really good things in the E United Open qualifier, and came out as one of the top teams, one of the top 4 teams from that qualifier to make it into the top 16 of the E United Classic. They did take one game off of Optic. I really thought, I was like, when they played Optic, I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew they were going to do good things. But they ultimately got beat 3-1. So hats off to Shopify Rebellion for putting up quite the show. I actually do believe they have a really good chance of making it out of the HCS Open bracket into the champ, or the pool play, and then eventually maybe into the champ bracket. Well, you do make it into the champ bracket, so it doesn't really matter. But they're going to make it. I think they're going to make it into pool play, quite frankly. But they do have quite a few other teams they have to beat first to get a spot into those, because there's only 4 spots for pool play, and you got Forbidden Fruit, which is another good contender for that. You've got Leftovers, which were known as TSS. That's Ace's team. Now, they did really good stuff in the E United Open qualifier. They actually placed the highest seeding out of that qualifier, being one of only 4 teams to make it into the championship bracket for that classic, the Grunt Classic. Now, another team I really have my sights on is Native Black. That's King J's team. Shout out to King J. Appreciate you, man. You do good things in the community, but I really think your team are going to do really well at this event, and I'm going to be keeping a close eye on you guys. Now, Divine Mind, I'm not sure if they're showing up to the Orlando event, but they're another team I have on my list. Now, Fnatic was looking really good since they signed on Suppressed and Arctic. I do believe they're going to have a good chance of making out of this open bracket. I predict them to fully actually do make it out of there, but they still have a lot of competition. They still have complexity to deal with. They still have oxygen to deal with, and all of these teams are going to be competing for those 4 spots in pool play. I can't remember. I think like 4 make it into pool play, and then 4 make it into championship lower elimination bracket. So I think 8 teams make it out of open bracket, if I do believe, if I'm correct here. If I'm not correct, please comment below on the video and let me know. I haven't really looked at all the rules as recently. I'm not up to date on all that stuff. But now let's move on to my pool play predictions for Pool A. Starting off, I'm gonna go. We got the Optic, we got FaZe, we got Ascend, we got Chief that are listed, and we got 1 open team spot. We don't know what team that's going to be yet, but I think Chiefs are either going to go 1-3 or 0-4, depending on that 4th slot and who that team is that fills in that open bracket spot. It's going to be a tough one for the Chiefs. Now, Ascend, I think they're going to do very well. They could potentially beat FaZe. I don't think they'll ever beat Optic, but they're definitely going to beat Chiefs and probably take out maybe that open team. So I got them at 2-2 or a 3-1 record, depending on how that goes for them. But FaZe, I do believe they're going to go 3-1 or 2-2 as well, depending on how they show up on Friday and Saturday. It's a big if. We don't know which FaZe we're getting here, but I've got Optic at a 100% 4-0. They're coming out of this pool play looking really good and really nice. So hats off to Optic. They're a really good team. I don't think they're going to be dropping any series in that Pool A. So yeah, it's a very definite 100% yes for me. But moving into Pool B, we have 4 teams already chosen. We have G1, Native Red, Quadrant, and Centenegra. Now, I haven't got to watch a whole lot of Centenegra or Quadrant play, but I have G1 at a 3-1 record or a 4-0, depending on how they play. I don't really know, though. They could go 2-2 because Quadrant is a very good team. It just really depends. But I have faith in them to beat Quadrant and Centenegra and that open team. But they quite possibly will lose to Native Red, most likely, right? So that's just my guess. Native Red, though, they could either swing either way too, 3-1 or 4-0. So it just depends on how they play and how they show up. Are they bringing their A game on Friday and Saturday? We don't know. But I got Quadrant at a definite 2-2 and a Centenegra at a 1-3. We don't know which open team is going to obviously take Pool B there, or move into Pool B, but we'll see how that plays out. Now, moving into Pool C, we've got Sentinels, G2, Navi, and Cruelty. I don't know a whole lot about Cruelty. I haven't got to watch them play this season. But obviously, they're a really good team. I do believe they came out of the ANZ region. I want to say, I'm not entirely sure. Or it was I don't know what region. I'm really off on this one, guys. But if you want to comment below and let me know that. I've got Sentinels at 4-0. I don't really think they're going to be dropping any series to any of these teams in this pool. They have a pretty easy pool from my perspective here. G2, I see them going 3-1. They're a really solid team. The only team I think they're going to lose to is probably Sentinels, but they could lose to the open team, depending on which open team that is. Navi, I got them at 2-2. Don't see them really doing a whole lot here, but Cruelty is either going to go 1-3 or 0-4, depending on which open team makes it into that Pool C. So very interesting to see how this is going to play out next weekend here. But Pool D, we got C9, E United, J Lings Esports, and Space Station Gaming with all confirmed spots here. C9's easily taking this pool, in my opinion, 4-0, but E United may put up a fight. I think they're going to be the only team that puts up a fight against C9 in this pool. But let's just say, if Complexity made it in there, Complexity could beat C9. I see huge potential in Complexity. Don't count them out yet. E United, though, I got them at 3-1 for now. J Lings Esports, I can see going 2-2 or 1-3, depending. And Space Station Gaming 2-2 or a 1-3 record. Not sure about the open team. We don't know who's going to make it in that yet, but this will conclude my predictions for HCS Orlando. Let me know what your predictions are below in the comments. And, just stay tuned. I'm going to be posting pictures on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram at Legend C4 Gaming or on Twitter at Legendary C4, I'm going to be posting stuff all week. And I might try to stream depending on the connection in the building there. But until next time, folks, this is C4. Peace.